Lions, ready for clearance.
Easy 639, clear to Belfast, Aldergrove, Wallasey 2 Tango departure, squawk 5165, expect Manchester 128.05, QNH chat 1002.
FTX 474 in taxi out through Whiskey and then down the Alpha taxiway, holding point for 27, the QNH 1009, your airways when you're ready.
Okay, let's get the show on the road.
X474, roger, you clear to leave controlled airspace, routing on track the Mike Whiskey for Bournemouth, climb to maintain altitude 4,000 feet and the squawk 5056. Mixed contact frequency when advised, Manchester 124.2. Johnson 620 starts proved, temperature's 9. X762 is cleared to leave controlled airspace, routing Trent Norwich, initially an anti-2 Tango departure, squawk 5163. You filed an anti-direct to Mike Whiskey. Would you prefer to go direct to Mike Whiskey or via an anti?
Clearance delivery, Ryanair 73BF. Our parking position is Terminal 1,
I'm out for the walk around.
84 with 80s, request clearance.
Ryanair 73BF, departing runway 22, cleared to exit Golf Papa Hotel. Classified, fly runway heading, climb to flight level 80, expect flight level 320, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 127.75, squawk 1462, QNH 1011.
Cleared to Echo Golf Papa Hotel, as filed, runway heading, climb to flight level 80, expect flight level 320 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.75, squawk 1462, Ryanair 73BF.
Ryanair 73BF, feedback correct, contact ground on 121.72.
Roger, 121.72. Ryanair 73BF.
Stone 40 right, vacate next right, into the apron at Victor, parking stand 8. Electric 43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
Ryanair 73BF, squawk 1462.
Squawk 1462. Ryanair 73BF.
Vacate right into the apron at Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, 448. Correct, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Yeah, no further height restrictions, and so balls on. And also about report passing 2,500 feet. Full code, balls on.
Ryanair 73BF, squawk 1462.
Squawk 1462. Ryanair 73BF.
762, start approved, temperature...
Hi, the security and safety check are complete. Can we start boarding now?
Yes, we're ready.
Thanks.
So 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next flight, Victor 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 bye.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
South 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Wrong, Ryanair 90282, request taxi.
Ryanair 90282, taxi by Alpha Juliet Sierra to runway 22.
Via Alpha Juliet Sierra to runway 22, Ryanair 90282. Via Alpha Juliet Sierra to runway 22.
Back from the walk around, everything looks good.
EC639, taxi uniform, on point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2 to runway 27, thank you, EC639.
Are you ready for the departure brief? Go ahead. Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Engine anti-ice will be on. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high speed reject in the case of a fire, engine failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there's any other condition that makes the aircraft unsafe or unable to fly. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking, or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, verify the extension of the speed brake, and apply maximum reverse thrust. I will bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the parking brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist or evaluate our options, and if you could monitor my actions, make the standard reject takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the company's standard procedures. We will then climb to the minimum safety altitude and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. All going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned standard instrument departure, complying with all the published speed and altitude restrictions. We will use the Noise Abatement Departure Procedure 1. Flight directors are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set, the NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments or concerns?
Not today.
Departure brief complete.
Electric 43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
Glide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain.
448, vacate right into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, 448.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 15.
Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Cleared over the height restrictions on 7 balls on way. And also about report passing 2,500 feet. 4 code balls on way.
Yeah. Wind
762 knots approved, temperatures at 9, QNH 1009, runway 27.
Ryanair 798, ready to taxi.
Ryanair 798, taxi by Alpha Juliet Sierra to runway 22.
Taxi to runway 22 via taxiway Alpha Juliet Sierra, Ryanair 798.
So 42 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, to line.
Tap 25 to the air, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat, on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 223, altimeter 1011.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Uniform on point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2 for runway 27, thank you, 6639.
Stone 40 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 8.
Here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks.
Metric 43, proceed to Sierra.
Watch your leg, please. Verify takeoff speeds.
Stone 40 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 8.
Checked.
Electric 43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and the crew, I'd like to wish you a very warm welcome aboard our Boeing 737. My name is Sarah, and helping me in the cabin today are Tom and Michelle. Please place all large items on the overhead bins provided, or under the seat in front of you.
448, vacate right into the apron at Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, 448.
Very good day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. From the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. On behalf of the crew, welcome aboard this flight today. We're just completing our final preparations, then we'll be able to close the doors and get on our way. And shortly afterwards, the cabin crew will give you a safety demonstration, which I urge you all to pay attention to. Also, just a quick reminder, just keep your seatbelts fastened in flight, even with the seatbelt lights extinguished, just in case there's any unexpected turbulence, and also just to mention that this is a non-smoking flight. All being well, I probably won't speak to you again until we start our descent into our destination. So until then, welcome aboard and thank you.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes, you're clear to close.
Thanks. See you up there.
Ground Ryanair 73EF. Request startup and pushback.
Ryanair 73EF. Startup and pushback approved.
Approved. Ryanair 73EF.
Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 6.9 tons. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows
locked.
Locked. MCP.
V2 is 143. Heading 224. Altitude. Flight level 80.
Checked. Takeoff speeds.
V1 is 131. VR is 136. V2 is 143.
Checked. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 Mike.
1042, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
Tap 25 there, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
EC639, taxi uniform, on your point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, EC639.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting 2.
Victor, parking stand 8.
Oil pressure.
departure 43, proceed to Sierra.
Start a cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting 1.
While the cabin crew point out the initial position on board this Boeing 737. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 at the front, 1 left and 1 right.
Oil pressure.
2 doors at the rear of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right. There are 4 overwing exits in the centre of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. The seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released like this. In the event of sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above your head. Pull down firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Please secure your own mask before helping others. Your life jacket can be found underneath your seat. In the unlikely event of landing on water, remove the jacket from its pouch and place it over your head. Tie the strap
Start a cutout.
To inflate the life jacket,
Flaps
pull
5.
down sharply on the red toggle.
Engine anti-ice coming on.
Top of the air and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the cabin, as to do so will impede your exit. Further information may be found on the in-flight safety card. Please would you now ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your
Flight
seat
controls
back
check.
is upright, your
Full left.
armrests are down, your tray
Full
table
right.
is up, and all window blinds
Center
are
check.
open. Thank you for your attention and we
Full
wish you a
up.
pleasant flight.
Full down. Center.
Check.
Full left. Full right. Center.
Check.
Before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Road heat on. Anti-ice. Engine anti-ice is on. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Dispatch clearance.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Ground Ryanair 73BF. Request taxi.
Ryanair
Clear left.
73
Clear right.
Taxi via Echo Juliet Sierra to runway 22.
Via Echo Juliet Sierra to runway 22. Ryanair 73BF.
Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Yeah, no further height restrictions on turn balls on. Also about report passing 2,500 feet. 4 code falls on.
Ground Ryanair 90274, request taxi. Ryanair 90274, taxi via Hotel Papa Bravo Romeo Sierra Delta Juliet to Romeo 84 via Hotel Papa Bravo Romeo Sierra Delta Juliet to gate Romeo 84 Ryanair 90274.
So 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
127 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 Mike.
142, North is submit to Foxtrot, good Mike.
Sam 25 Sierra, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Ryanair 73BF, contact tower on 123.8.
123.8. Ryanair 73BF.
cabin is secure.
Before takeoff checklist, please.
Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Tower, Ryanair 73BF, holding short of runway 22.
Ryanair 73BF, line up runway 22.
Lining up runway 22.
Before
Ryanair
takeoff procedure,
73BF.
check.
Approaching 2-2.
Ready to go.
Ryanair 73BF, wind 240 at 4. Runway 22 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22 cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 73BF.
Set takeoff thrust.
Thrust set. $80 knots.
Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Engage LNAV. Set flaps
Ryanair
upspeed.
73BF, with you passing 1100 for flight level 80.
Ryanair
Go up is
73BF,
set.
establish a heading of 220. Climb to flight level 80.
Heading 220, climbing to flight level 80. Ryanair 73BF.
Zulu Victor, passing message.
Zulu Victor, Cessna 172, area photography, diagonal,
Flaps
just
1.
coming up to
Flaps 1.
start for crossing this time 1800.
Golf Zulu Victor, Roger. Squawk 7053, the London
Flaps up.
QNH
Flaps up.
is correct. Squawk 7054, London QNH 1029.
1029, 7054, you have.
Ryanair 73BF, climb to flight level 190.
Climbing to flight level 190. Ryanair 73BF.
Ryanair 73BF, turn right
Transition.
heading 280.
Right turn to heading 280. Ryanair
Set
73BF.
Standard set. Passing flight level 065 now.
Check.
Scorpion X-ray.
Would you like me to read the weather?
Thank you. Mr. Pereira, Scorpion X-ray, go ahead.
Roger, the surface wind 240 degrees, 8 knots. Cab okay, temperature +6, Liggett QNH 1028 millibars.
Copy Bravo, Golf Lima X-ray 1028.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Lumen 314, turn left heading 110.
Happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes.
Check.
Freedom 314, report to radar. London Control 120.17. Bye-bye.
Ryanair 73BF, turn right, heading 010.
Continuous flight. Right turn to heading 010. Continue on navigation. Ryanair 73BF.
Want to release the cabin now?
Yes.
Check.
Golf Juliet Tango outside the city zone again now, northbound 2,400 feet, limited radar information.
You may now use your electronic devices such as CD players, iPods, and laptop computers.
Okay.
Detune the navs.
Roger. Set.
Lonic 06, could we route west to City West End?
Lonic 06, I'm sorry, you wanted to go into the city centre West End?
Roger, ma'am, if that's possible.
Ryanair 73BF, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Ryanair 73BF.
Lonic 06.